Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. I got an email from a subscriber, and the subscriber sent a donation, so thanks for your donation. And remember, guys, if you want to guarantee that your question will be answered, make sure you click that link below and send a donation. So this one says, I go to Starbucks a lot to get shit done on my computer, and while I am sitting down drinking coffee and being productive, I notice something about the game. There is this one dude that comes in every day, and he starts to talk to the chicks working there behind the counter. So he buys his coffee, waits for it, and then during the entire time he is socializing with these girls, talking all kinds of random shit while waiting for his order. Now he does this every fucking day whenever the hot chicks that he sees working that shift, and he comes inside to do this many times during the night when they're working until the place closes at 11 p.m. When they are not scheduled to work, he doesn't come inside. He is usually outside, chilling, hanging with some dudes, or he is not there. Here's what I notice about this dude. He's very social and talks to all the girls working there. He talks to me and says hi and other guys in the coffee shop. So I'm lounging, laying in the cut on the couch on my laptop, watching and listening to him talking to these girls for at least 6 months. And the guy still has not hooked up with any of these girls because we talk, and I can tell he hasn't. So I'm pretty sure of this. He's paid his dues as far as talking, socializing, and just being there consistently, but nothing after that. I'm trying to learn from this experience because this is why a lot of times I hesitate and don't socialize with girls, because of what I am seeing here with this dude. I'm just sick to my stomach to see him put in all that effort and not get anything for it, because I'm thinking that could be me. It's easy to fall into this trap. What can he do to make this situation better for him? How can he improve his game or process? All right, so first of all, what I want to say about this question is, and for all you guys listening here, the dude that sent me this question, right? He sent me a couple of other questions, and I did a video about this other day and I called it, your assumptions about the game is hurting your game. And he was basically, and he also like sent me another question a while ago. And what I noticed about this guy, and is that you're always watching what other people are doing, but you're not focusing on yourself. And that's the issue with you mainly. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you're saying, hey, I'm in Starbucks, I'm seeing this guy being social with these girls, and he hasn't really done anything with them. Now, again, like in the other video I did when I was addressing your other question, you are also assuming that he didn't do anything. You're saying, oh, well, he hasn't done anything with these girls because we talk and I can tell he hasn't. It's not, you didn't say he told you, hey, I've been trying to get with these girls and I haven't smashed any of them. I've been talking to these girls for all this time. I'm trying to get with this one girl behind the counter, but nothing happened. He didn't tell you anything. You understand? You're assuming that he didn't, and you're saying, well, I can tell he didn't, but you don't know. Do you understand? So by you assuming, you're thinking that's reality. You understand? Like, there's times where I remember I was working at certain spots or whatever, and I remember this one job I was working at, and I smashed this chick. And, this dude, he was talking about, one day we was just chilling, we was talking, and he was like, oh yeah, that girl such and such, she's bad, blah, 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 whatever, right? So I told him, I was like, yeah, I hit that. And he was like, word? He was like, when the hell that happened? I was like, yeah, that was like 6 months ago. And so he didn't know, because me and her never really talked in at the job. Like, like she worked, on the other side of the hall, and, like we would just pass each other and say, what's up? But he never saw us really interact. So because he was always hanging with me, and I never really went up to her. She never really came up to me. We just kept the shit on the low. So from his perspective, he would have never thought that would have happened. Do you understand what I'm saying? But we were just keeping it on the low. So this guy could be coming in talking to these girls. You don't know what the hell he's doing with these chicks, or if he got any of their numbers. You have no idea. You understand? Also, what's interesting is that, you're saying that, he comes in, he talks to the girls, he stands outside when the girls aren't there, he stays until 11. So my thing is, what are you doing there all this time focusing on him? Do you understand what I'm saying? So basically you're saying, hey, if you know that he comes in every time to talk to these girls when they're on shift, and when they're not on shift, he does this and does that. That means you're actually at the Starbucks all that time doing nothing but focusing on him. You're saying, hey, he comes inside to do, you said he comes inside to do this a lot of times during the night when they're working up until the place closes at 11. So that means that if you know this information, you are actually there chilling all the way until 11, focusing on this guy. Why? Do you understand what I'm saying? So the thing is, the main reason why you're not really getting things going is because you are focusing on him and not focusing on you. It's really that simple, right? So you have to focus on you and get things happening for you in the game, right? Because no matter what this guy is doing, if he's getting stuff popping, if he's not getting stuff popping, whatever, it is what it is. But at the same time, what you got to understand is that you're different than him. You're different than everybody else. So what happens is that when you're actually going up to talk to girls, when you're, having these interactions with women, your experience and the interactions you're going to have with every girl you're having it with is going to be different than every other guy's experience. Do you understand? So when you learn the game, right, a lot of stuff that you learn, the technical stuff, it's like the basics of the shit. You understand what I'm saying? So the thing is that when you know the basics, you apply it to yourself, right? But then when you go and you are talking to a woman, and then she, you bring your energy, you bring your confidence, you bring how you talk and all this other different things that's unique to you, and then you're going to get a unique response from the women you're dealing with. So you're basically wasting a lot of time looking at this guy and then trying to equate his experience to you. You're wasting time. So if anything, if you're going to, focus on him, if you're going to watch what he's doing, right? The only benefit you could get out of that is to actually take action like how he's taking action, because the dude is taking action. So it's not even necessarily about him getting with those girls in Starbucks. Do you understand? The point is that he's doing what he's doing as far as being social. Do you understand? So him being social, right, helps him overall in the game. See, that's the problem that a lot of guys, get when it comes to this, is that you're looking for this thing where you like, hey, I want to know what to do to get that girl over there that I think is cute, right? But that's not what it's really about. What it's really about is self-improvement. So the point is that you need to improve, how you do things, how you technically do things to get a specific result, right? So that result isn't necessarily any specific chick, but it's basically the specific result is you being able to get women in general because of you practicing your skills. Do you understand? So what he's doing when he's being social, he's talking to the girls at the Starbucks, at the counter, and, having conversations with them, having conversations with you, having conversations with other people. He is building his social skills. He is tightening his mouthpiece. Do you understand what I'm saying? So when he actually gets in any type of situation where there's girls around, right, he's already automatically in that zone of being able to spit. Do you understand? While you're sitting there watching him, he's in the field practicing. You understand what I'm saying? He's actually doing the thing. You're not doing the thing. You're on the outside looking in. And this is why a lot of, guys don't really get shit popping in the game, because you're on the outside looking in. This is why you have guys that's like, oh, it's all about looks and money and status. But you know why? Because these guys are looking at other guys who they in their opinion, they're like, oh, he's a good looking guy. That's why he got that girl. Oh, he has money. That's why he got that girl. Oh, this and that. And so you're outside looking in. You're not in the damn game. You're not doing the thing you need to do to get what you need to get. You're looking at other people and you're making the assumptions. You're connecting the dots, how you think it's going down, but you're not actually in it to see how it'll work for you. So what you're doing is you're stepping back, you're looking at what other people are doing. So you're trying to see like, oh, this is what you're doing. You're like one of those people who, like, let's say there's a place that you got to go in, and you're scared to go in the place, so you ask somebody else to go in to make sure it's safe first, and then once they say it's safe, then you want to go in the damn place. You understand? That's you're looking for an example of it being safe for you to get in the game. Do you understand? Instead of you actually putting yourself out there to experience it. Because you were looking at this person or watching what they doing and all that other stuff. If you're going to do that, all you need to take from that is understanding the action that's being taken from that person, right? So you see, okay, wow, I see this guy, he's being social, he's interacting with people, he's not afraid to talk to people, right? So you take that, right? But what you're looking at is you're looking at it from the standpoint of, oh, well, he's talking to these girls and he hasn't had sex with them, and I can tell. How? What are you talking about? You have no idea what you're talking about. Do you understand what I'm saying? You have no idea how many women he's dating in his regular life. Do you understand what I'm saying? You don't know who he's fucking around with. You don't know what's going on. You're just assuming from what you think is going on in your head. Do you understand? So you're probably imagining or thinking, oh, if he's fucking with these girls, like he's going to come into the Starbucks and the girl's going to jump over the counter and stick her tongue in his mouth and be like, oh, baby, it's been so long since I saw you. You fucked me so good last night. Like, that's what you want to hear to give you confirmation that he's fucking these girls out of him being social. Do you understand what I'm saying? But the point is that he's being social, and that is the thing that's going to get him women. Do you understand? And that's the part that I think, most guys have to understand, is that when you are really, trying to make things happen, when you're really trying to get girls, when you're trying to have sex, when you're trying to make these things go down, right? It's going to happen once you realize that you have to implement this in your life. And that's what this guy's doing. So he's not going into Starbucks. Technically, I would say this. He's going into Starbucks. He's talking to the girls at the counter. He's talking to you. He's probably talking to other people. He probably talks to other people when he goes on the bus to go home, or, when he's in an elevator. Like, he's just a social person, right? And then by him being that way, when he does go to a club or the bar, to a party, and he sees some chicks he likes, how hard do you think it's going to be for him to go up to a girl that he thinks is cute and interact and talk with her? Right? So if you and him are at a party and you and him see some girls, he's going to go up and start spitting. You're going to be sitting there looking at him spit. You understand what I'm saying? And then you're going to be like, oh, let me wait and see if this girl gives him the number first. And then if that happens, then maybe I'll go and talk to somebody else, because now I got confirmation that it's okay to talk to these girls in here. That's what you're doing. So the thing is, you're asking, how can you say, like, how can this guy, what was your question? You said, he said, what can he do to make the situation better for him? The situation's great for him. Do you understand? The situation's great for him. This guy is being social, right? So it's not about him getting those girls at Starbucks, because it's not about getting any specific girl. It's about getting women in general. And by him being social, he can get women in general. Do you understand what I'm saying? You're saying, how can he improve his game or process? He's improving his game and he's improving his process by being social. Listen, this guy is doing exactly what he needs to do. You're not doing what you need to do. You need to start doing what you need to do. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, you sent me a few emails before, and it's sort of like the same pattern. You're looking at everyone else. Stop looking at everybody else. Do your thing. You have to get out there and do it. You have to do it. Do you understand what I'm saying? You have to do it, because your experience is going to be unique to you. Do you understand? I remember my dude Miles said this one time on the last radio show we was doing, where he was saying that, to put it simply, if you and another guy could say the same exact thing to a girl, to the same girl, right? Now, let's say if you're short and the other guy is tall, or you're tall and the other guy is short, right? When you approach this girl, if the guy is tall, she needs to look up to see him. If the guy is short, she needs to look down or whatever to see him. That's just a simplification of what we're talking about here, is that depending on who you are, right, your situation is going to be different, and her response and reaction to you is going to be different. Do you understand? So it doesn't make sense for you to always be looking at other people and what they're doing to give you, an okay for you to do what you got to do. Do you understand what I'm saying? All you need to do is believe in yourself, and you have to go out there and do it, because then you're going to learn what things you need to do to improve on yourself. You're going to learn, like, okay, when you approach a girl, you're going to notice, oh shit, I'm really nervous when I start to talk to women, so I need to work on my nervousness. Then you start talking to girls and you realize, oh shit, I'll be running out of shit to say. I need to work on that. Do you understand what I'm saying? You looking at some other guy, having a conversation and talking and making a conversation flow and doing the other shit, right? That's not going to help you if you keep running out of shit to say. Do you see what I'm saying? Because you're going to see him talking and spitting, and be like, oh, wow, I saw him talk to this girl and they were having a good time, and she gave him his number. So that means that I could, that's okay for me to do it now. And then you go and do it and you realize, shit, I ran out of shit to say. So you running out of shit to say is unique to you. Does it matter that the other guy was able to talk to this girl and go back and forth with her and get her number? Does that matter to you in your situation where you need to get things happening for you? No. This is what I'm trying to tell you guys. You need to be in it in order to experience it for you, so that you're able to, get shit popping for yourself, because you have to work on the things that you need to work on. That's like going to the gym and seeing a dude working out, and he's, lifting weights and he's getting brolic and ripped and all that other stuff. And then you're like, oh, I want to, I see him lifting 100 pounds. And then you try to lift 100 pounds and you can't do it. Right? Because that's not where you're at right now. So you got to say, damn, I got to work my way up to this 100 pounds. I got to put in some work for me, because what he's doing doesn't really matter, in relation to you. You understand? Like, you can look at what other people are doing, and then you can use that as sort of a guide to help you out when you're trying to do your thing. Right? But you don't look at other people and look at their experience and then attach it to your experience of how it would be for you, because you need to actually go in the situation and make shit happen. You see what I'm saying? So you got to understand that, man. You have to be in the game. You cannot be outside looking in and then, judging how you would, make things go down based on somebody else. You feel me? So guys, listen, make sure you go to badboymembership.com right now. Okay, this is why you guys need to join the membership. And again, make sure you click the link below to send me a question if you have any questions, and I'll holler at you guys later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone. Now, before you turn off this video, I want you to do 3 quick things. 1, I want you to click the link below so you can send me a question and I'll do a video on it. 2, I want you to click the link under that to get my free audio program, Undeniable Game, which gives you 7 tips on how to really attract beautiful women. And number 3, I want you to click the link under that to go to badboymembership.com, where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. Hey, what's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy to follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.